You've just sent a text message to someone you care about. 3 hours pass. No response. Your mind starts racing. Did I say something wrong? Are they angry? Are they ghosting me? You check your phone every 5 minutes, feeling that familiar knot tightening in your chest. Sound familiar? Welcome to modern relationships, where a simple read receipt can trigger an emotional crisis, where dating apps give us infinite options, but leave us feeling more disconnected than ever, and where we're more connected through screens, but somehow lonelier than any generation before us. Hear us the brutal truth about relationships today. We reliving in an age of instant everything, instant messages, instant gratification, instant validation through likes and comments. But relationships, they don't work on instant. You expected to maintain a perfectly curated relationship on Instagram while dealing with the messy reality behind closed doors. You navigating partners' exes who are just one scroll away on social media. You're trying to have deep conversations while both staring at separate screens on the couch. You're anxious about being left unread. You're comparing your relationship to highlight reels online, and you're wondering why connection feels so exhausting. The technology that promised to bring us closer has become the very thing creating distance. You feel like you're constantly performing, constantly available, constantly anxious. And when conflict arises, because it always does, you don't know whether to text, call, or have the conversation face to face. The rules have changed, but your heart's needs haven't. But what if I told you that a philosopher from 2,000 years ago already had the answer? Meet Epictetus. Born a slave in ancient Rome around 50 AD. He understood better than most what it meant to have no control over his circumstances, over other people's actions, over his own freedom. Yet he became one of history's most influential philosophers by mastering one simple distinction. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. But more powerfully, Epictetus taught, the chief task in life is simply this: to identify, be, and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals, not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Let that sink in for a moment. In your relationship anxiety about that unanswered text, what do you actually control? Not whether they respond, not how quickly they respond, not their mood when they read it. You control only one thing: how you choose to respond internally. When you're scrolling through your ex-partner's social media at 2 a.m., comparing yourself to their new relationship, what do you control? Not their choices, not their happiness, not the past. You control only whether you keep torturing yourself with that scroll. Epictetus lived in chains, but found freedom in his mind. You're free in body, but chaining yourself with expectations, anxieties, and attachments to outcomes you cannot control. The ancient Stoics called this preferred indifference. Yes, you'd prefer your partner to text back quickly, but making your peace dependent on it. That's where suffering begins. So how do we apply this 2,000-year-old wisdom to your modern relationship challenges? Here are 3 practical steps. Next time anxiety hits weather, it's about an unanswered message, a partner's Instagram activity, or a difficult conversation you need to have pause. Ask yourself Epictetus's question: what here is under my control? Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who wrote his private journal that became Meditations, reminds us you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Here's what this looks like in real life. Your partner comes home stressed from work and snaps at you. You don't control their stress or their tone, but you control whether you take it personally, whether you escalate with defensiveness, or whether you pause and respond with, "I can see you're having a rough day. Want to talk about it, or do you need space?" And here's where it gets even more powerful. The Stoics valued authenticity above all else. Seneca, the playwright and philosopher who advised emperors, wrote, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. But kindness requires presence. Real, undistracted, phone-down presence." Try this tonight. When you're with your partner, put your phone in another room for just 1 hour. Not on silent, not face down on the table. In another room. Have a conversation where you're not crafting the perfect Instagram caption in your head. Make eye contact. Listen naturally. Listen without planning your response while they're talking. The ancient Stoics didn't have smartphones, but they understood distraction. They knew that a mind divided is a mind at war with itself. Your relationship doesn't need to be Instagram perfect. It needs to be real. This is the hardest one, but it's liberating. Your partner will disappoint you. You will disappoint them. Not because either of you is fundamentally flawed, but because you're human. Musonius Rufus, Epictetus's teacher, taught that the person who has learned to accept what happens lives like a king among men. He wasn't teaching passivity, he was teaching radical acceptance of reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. What does this mean practically? It means when your partner forgets an important date, instead of building a case about you never or you always ... you address the specific situation. You express how you feel without making it a referendum on the entire relationship. You remember that perfect partners don't exist, not in ancient Rome, not on dating apps, not in your relationship. The goal isn't a conflict-free relationship. The goal is becoming someone who can navigate conflict with wisdom and grace. So here's what the Stoics are really teaching us about modern relationships. Your peace cannot depend on another person's text message timing. Your worth cannot be measured by Instagram engagement. Your relationship's success isn't determined by how it looks online, but by how it feels when no one else is watching. You have less control than you think, and more power than you realize. Less control over others' actions, their choices, their timing, their moods, but more power over your responses, your boundaries, your presence, your peace. Next time you feel that modern relationship anxiety creeping in, the notification anxiety, the comparison trap, the need for constant validation, pause and ask yourself Epictetus's question: what here is actually under my control? Then focus everything on that. Let go of the rest. The ancient Stoics didn't have our technology, but they understood something we're forgetting. The quality of your relationships is undetermined by connectivity. It's determined by presence, authenticity, and the courage to be imperfectly real with another imperfect human being. So I'll leave you with this challenge. What's one area in your relationship where you've been trying to control the uncontrollable? And what would change if you let it go and focused only on what's truly yours to control? Ancient wisdom, modern life, timeless truth.